What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the Dungeon Defenders Awakened Beta. Now, one thing is for sure, and that is in the Dungeon Defenders universe, there is just nothing better than awesome pets. Pets in Dungeon Defenders were just absolutely amazing. Dungeon Defenders 2, the pets are not quite as grand as in DD1. However, they still have extremely powerful abilities, and pets can be a very important part of your game. Now, pets have returned to the greatness of Dungeon Defenders 1, and I just can't be more stoked about it. Now, in the beta test here, we've got 4 different pets, and of course, one of those drops on each different map. Now, pets are one of the real goals with completing survival. Of course, you get lots and lots of awesome loot in survival mode. However, pets are one of those special rewards that come for making it to Wave 15. Now, early this upcoming week, we're going to be getting an update to the beta, and that is going to make it so that an additional pet drops at the end of each survival map. So you'll get one pet for reaching Wave 15, and you'll get another pet for completing the map altogether. Now, the 4 different pets are exclusive to each of the 4 different maps, as I mentioned, and let's take a look at the pets. Now, one thing I do have to say right up front, I don't know if it's a bug, if it's intended, whatever it is. However, you will find a lot of pets with 0 stats on them. There's just tons of those in the game. It's just a pet. It has no other stat, and this is very, very common. So if you run into these pets, don't sweat it. Keep on farming. You're going to get a good one because there's some good ones out there. Now, looking through at the very first map. The first map, of course, is Deeper Well. In survival mode from Deeper Well, you're going to get the Propeller Cat at wave number 15, and after next week's update, at the end of the map as well. Now, the Propeller Cat specifically, it just doesn't matter if it has no stats, because as you see, the flavor text there uses his love of lasagna to increase the damage of your attacks and abilities. I'm sorry, John. Wonder where that could have come from. Now, the Propeller Cat, just like in Dungeon Defenders 1, does provide a damage buff to the hero. Now, this damage buff is going to affect your primary and alternate fire attacks, and it's also going to affect any elemental damage that you have on your weapon as well. Now, the buff is not visual or is not extremely noticeable on your hero itself. However, it is straight up double damage. So if you are a DPS hero, a Propeller Cat is what you want to look out for, and you're going to get one of those on Deeper Well. Now, moving right along to the next pet. The next pet is the Steam Robot. The Steam Robot is going to drop from the Ancient Mines. Now, as you see, I've got a couple of Steam Robots here with some decent amounts of stats on them. It was nice to see that. However, once again, it's very common to roll 0. Now, if you look down at the Steam Robot, this epic robot that consumes steam does an AoE punch that knocks enemies back. Now, this is a melee punch. It's a punch, obviously, and it does require melee range. This pet will be perfect for any melee heroes, as it's going to add some additional damage to you. Now, it looks kind of off a little bit as far as how the pet damage is scaling. However, every one of these I found is doing over 3,000 damage in one shot, and can be a very strong pet to bring along on any melee hero. Now, moving right along to map number 3, the Lava Mines. The Lava Mines drop the pet rock, Missed a Mine. You're going to see these quite frequently with 0 stats. However, you see I did get some decent ones. Look at the stats on this one on the DPS side of things. Now, this particular rock is going to be meta throughout the beta because it just flat out can roll some nice stats. Now, you want this on a builder. The reason you want it on a builder and not on your active hero is because this rock is going to make you creep. You are carrying around a big old rock, so although it does have some fatty big boy stats on it, it does reduce your melee, or pardon me, it does reduce your movement speed down to non-existent levels. Now, it is important to note the buff ability on every hero except their apprentice includes a movement speed buff. So if you want to get around the map with the rock on, just pop your ability and run. You're going to go a little bit quicker, even though you're carrying around that big old rock. Now, the rock, it's going to be a very important pet for you through the beta because they can roll with such high stats. This is the heart of Dungeon Defenders, and that is farming that super rare item that has a massive impact on your game. It might take a bazillion runs to get it, but when you get it, it is going to affect your game in such a way that it is going to just provide a huge benefit, and it's going to be a massive reward for getting it. Now, the best rock that I have found so far is this one right here. As you see, some big boy builder stats, 108 fort, 108 power, 96 range, 96 rate, and I have seen lots of screenshots of rocks way better than this one. So this is the item that you really want to farm on your builders in the beta for DDA, no doubt about it. And then moving on along to the last map, this one, Alchemical Labs. The pet from this one is the iconic Giraffe on a Treadmill. Now, I have yet to find any giraffes on a treadmill with even decent stats on it. However, I know they're out there because I've seen other people's pets that have been good. Most of them I've found have had 0 stats on it. Now, the benefit of the Giraffe on a Treadmill, if you do get a decent one that increases your stats and has some nice stats on it, it wouldn't be terrible to use it because this one actually is the opposite of the rock, and it is going to provide you with a movement speed bonus. So instead of creeping around the map, we are moving just a little bit quicker. You combine this in turn with your boost ability on everybody except the apprentice, and you are in turbo mode running around the map like a mofo. So the Giraffe on a Treadmill, and it looks pretty darn cute, to be honest with you. See if I can get a good shot of it here. Doesn't look like it because I can't control the camera at all, but it does look like a pretty good pet. I like the way this one turned out because this one is such an iconic pet from DD1, and it just looks good. It's a little cutie, no doubt about it there. So that is the 4 pets that are available through the beta. Get out there, farm them up. Who doesn't want a pet? And pets in Dungeon Defenders Awakened are going to be just amazing. So that will do it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. Remember, this beta is only 3 weeks, so we've got limited time. Let me know down in the comments below if there's anything specific that you really want to see about the upcoming Dungeon Defenders Awakened, and I will do my best to get it all checked out for you over the course of the next several weeks. So thank you once again, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.